Hello. I am Leah Liz, and I am dressed like a Power Ranger. Because why not? Pink Power Ranger, specifically, because that was the best one. That is the best one. The OG, Kimberly, played by Amy Jo Johnson. And anyways, this is Journaling Through the Years, episode 97. 97 rules. That was the year I graduated high school, so yeah, 97 rules. Speaking of 90s, I'm very 90s makeup-wise. I feel very 90s, don't I? Like, not just because I'm dressed like the Power Ranger, but because my makeup is very, like, white and the bangs are long with shaggy.
Flipping through the pages of my old journals, with every turn another memory.
Hello. I am Leah Liz, and I am dressed like a Power Ranger. Because why not? Pink Power Ranger, specifically, because that was the best one. That is the best one. The OG, Kimberly, played by Amy Jo Johnson. And anyways, this is Journaling Through the Years, episode 97. 97 rules. That was the year I graduated high school, so yeah, 97 rules. Speaking of 90s, I'm very 90s makeup-wise. I feel very 90s, don't I? Like, not just because I'm dressed like the Power Ranger, but because my makeup is very, like, white and the bangs are long and shaggy. Uh-oh. Yeah. So I'm Leah Liz, and this is a series on this channel. If you've been following along, you already know it, but we'll say it with me, wherein I read an entry from my journal that I've been writing in since I was old enough to hold a pencil. And we're in the sophomore year, junior high school kind of realm. Check out the merch. It's all here. It's all in the links below. Also the website and the Patreon, just $5 a month. And you get access, like early access to all online media. When we have events, you'll get to purchase your tickets early. And I will be doing some kind of live streaming event for those of you that are not local and want to come to the event. So let's begin with a little prose that looks a little bit sad. And I'm drinking some Dutch Brothers iced coffee right now. I'm short of breath. I try to take oxygen in to relax a little, but the tears brim over and fall down hot cheeks. I wander about the house at 2 a.m., listlessly afraid to sleep, yet I fear consciousness. I wish you were here again with me. We'd make love once more. Okay, by this time I had never made love. Like, really. Like there was a slight penetration, but he didn't even know what he was doing. He, like, just sort of, like, placed it there, and then that was it. So I hadn't to make love. I don't know what I mean by make love here. Maybe just make out or just be romantic together. Like we did before. My head laid down upon your chest. Maybe that's what I thought. Like, you'd see movies or TV shows in the 90s where people would get together and then it would just cut to, like, the woman with her head on the chest. Maybe that's what I thought, like, making love was. Holding me close, you'd whisper soothing words until at last I slept. Now alone I sit in a rocking chair, wishing to hear you question whether I could lie against your chest. Come on, can you lie against my chest? As the tears fall from my lids and hold me till it's all there, and my hair sticks to my wet cheek, flushed with pain. Yet I am here, lonely and heartbroken, with not a soul in this world who seems to care. Passers-by that I wish to cry out. I'm alone in my house. Who's passing by? I lived in the country. Passers-by that I wish to cry out, yet my lips move not, and on the people travel. Yet you took the off-ramp into a small private road with your girlfriend, and I await your entrance. I'm, like, on the freeway exit, like, he's gone, but he's gonna enter here again, so I'll be right here. I'm struck with so this is junior year, and the previous year I had had the major breakdown where the boyfriend broke up with me, and then my so-called best friend, they got together, and then the other bad A ran away from home and was gone from my life, and so I had all these changes, and it caused a really big breakdown and kind of an unaliving ideation that caused me to have the diagnosis of depression. So that was my first real kind of depressive break because of all that, and a loss of trust in humanity, I guess. So I think it's interesting that by this time I was better, in the sense that I was taking medication, I wasn't laying in bed and not moving all day. I kind of overcome that. I had friends, I could kind of mask, but this seemed like it was late at night and I couldn't sleep for whatever reason. Maybe it was, I was on a lot of Ritalin as well at the time, so maybe that was interfering with my sleep or whatever. And so I was up at 2 in the morning and I was emotional, crying, feeling upset, and I wrote this down. And it's just interesting that medication, although it's helpful, it's a helpful tool for recovery, for mental health, and as in any mental or physical illness, it's not the end all be all. And I think that there was still a lot of root issues that were in my life that didn't really get dealt with then, or even now, and not until now. Like now I'm finally sort of starting to process this. That's why I'm reading this through these journal readings, vlogs, but also in other areas of my life, finally admitting trauma and working through them. And so, I was afraid to be, I think by consciousness, it wasn't just being awake, but kind of being awake with myself and admitting how much pain I was in still, and how much fear and lack of trust I had. The wanting this guy or this other person to be my comfort, it shows me like a little girl that didn't know how to comfort or regulate herself. Now, I was young. I was maybe 17 here, junior in high school, and that is child technically, but also maybe at 17, I think possibly I could have, if I could have been given the tools to know how to calm myself and take care of myself, that would have saved me a lot of years of adulthood trying to get a guy, a romantic relationship, to be my myself, to save me, to take care of me, because I never learned how to do it in my teenage years or even in childhood. So there's a lot of that going on. I really like the descriptions here. I'm sitting alone in a rocking chair. I can kind of imagine where that was in my house. My hair is sticking to my wet cheek. I'm flushed with pain, lonely and heartbroken. I really like that. I made a joke out of it, but I like the image of the people passing by on the freeway or on the road, and I'm just sitting there, and I never felt it was appropriate or safe to ask for help. So even if I wanted to ask for help with these people walking by, I didn't know that I could, and I didn't feel that I could. So that, passers-by that I wish to cry out, yet my lips move not, and on the people travel. And then that there's this guy, and I think it might be Princess Bride boyfriend and my so-called best friend, but it could also be my Power Ranger friend that had a girlfriend and that kind of had a crush on me, and I kind of had a crush on, but that never happened. I don't know, so it's a long, weird story. But I think the waiting for someone to come back and rescue me is the most important thing. That everybody's gone. I can't call out to ask for help to anyone. I'm afraid to. I can't. I don't think I'm allowed to. I don't think no one's there for me. But maybe if I wait here, the hero will come. But, and I think it's important to end with this idea that yes, we can and should ask for help, that we don't have to be alone in our pain. And yet at the same time, asking for help isn't having other people be our hero, or they can't rescue or save us, but they can kind of come alongside and help us learn how to care for ourselves. because you matter, your life matters, you are loved, and you are worthy of love. And always remember to love your thrive and find your sunshine.